What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another Dragon Blaze video. Hope everybody's doing good. We're back at it again with another video. Hope everybody's doing their events as well. We do have Netherworld Dungeon Clear event, which is great. Login event has ended. Letter collection event, which you should keep doing because you get great resources from there. Nightmares here. It's definitely really hard to get through this. I hope you have a good team to get through it. Revenge. This is the best time to not miss out on jewels, resources, rubies, all that good stuff. You're definitely going to want to stay tuned into that. And 2x fight reward and daily aspiration awards, guys. Very exciting to have these events coming to us within a few weeks or so. And then obviously I finished these already. So we're gonna dive back into it. I will be opening up packs. Let's see. Again, I'm not sure if we'll do it on camera or not. I haven't gotten any comments down below about that. So we got 6 days. So when it gets to about 3 days, so about three days from now, I will be opening up packs. I do have almost 3,000 of these. So I'll probably buy a couple of packs from here. Probably just buy 2 at least. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'm not sure if we're doing a camera or not, but let's get back into the investment series. There's other videos I will be working on, but since there's a high flux of players joining the game, I think it's important to know what heroes that you are investing in and putting your time into. Whether I'm explaining to them to you the best I can. I mean, it's just from what I'm going off of. So we did her yesterday, and this is the last rogue. So we'll probably go into the warriors next. So this is definitely the last rogue. So here we are, the very last one. Now let's see what she's about. So specialized content is arena. So this is definitely for your PvP lovers here. She specializes in arena, so I'm guessing she puts in a lot of work. Rogue physical DPS, so that's great. I should have actually, been explaining that too, also on my video. So I'll do a little bit better about that as well. So yeah, rogue physical DPS, which is great. And we're gonna get into what she does. So let's just dive into it. Ooh, okay, that was kind of neat. So it says attack one enemy and nearby enemies. So meaning she hits everybody, which is kind of insane, and remove all buffs from one enemy. 8th phase, ignoring immunities and invasion, excluding boss types. So just off of that alone, we hadn't even unpacked her abilities, her passive. That's actually kind of dumb, and I mean dumb like in a good way. The fact that is an 8th phase buff, by the way, which if there's no phases that's higher than 8th, is not going to get removed as easily. And it ignores immunities and invasion, excluding bosses. That's all kinds of just brokenness just alone right there, just in itself. That's pretty amazing. Let's go to her special abilities. It says inflict 2,340% skill damage on one enemy, cooldown 14.3 seconds, which is the lowest we've seen so far. So that's actually not bad. I do love to see that. And it says specialty 1 inflicts 936 percent additional skill damage on nearby enemies, which is nice, so that she hits everybody with that. Specialty 2, cast liberated sword, effect on all enemies, which I don't know what that does. Yes, at the bottom it does. 7th phase for 10.2 seconds, ignoring immunities and invasion, excluding bosses. So liberated sword effect 1, remove all buffs. Liberated sword effect 2, cast a stun effect. So this character is actually kind of bonkers, like, already. I'm definitely gonna have to put a lot of investing into her. alone. She's all about really getting it done. The fact that she removes all buffs and put a stun effect, that's quite dumb. Like, I'm just gonna keep it abrupt. That's really, 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 really good, by the way. So yeah, I'm liking her already. I think she's like the best, like the second best rogue in my opinion so far when it comes to third impacts. Like, that's kind of silly. The middle skill here, it says inflicts 2,600 percent skill damage on one enemy, cooldown 16.1 seconds, which she has the lowest too, which is even better. So she can constantly keep spamming her abilities. I definitely mess with it. She's really good. Inflicts 1,040% additional skill damage on nearby enemies, which is nice. It says specialty cast on effect that allows all allies to receive 1 damage from up to 7 stacks. Hold on, let me reread that. It says cast an effect that allows all allies to receive 1 damage from up to 7 attacks. Whole 7th phase for 12.4 seconds. Yo, this this rogue is silly. Like, I'm definitely gonna put a lot of resources to this rogue. She's by far like the dumbest rogue I've seen so far, other than the first rogue that we previewed, excluding bosses. Yeah, that's all kinds of. I don't even know what to say. Like, that's just so retarded. It's so good. And the Sword of Truth effect cast. It says cast a bond effect on enemy to make enemy attacks miss, an HP recovery block effect, and a buff block effect. Holy mackerel! Yeah. I'm just gonna say it now. She's probably like the dumbest rogue in the game, even better than the first one, in my opinion. The first one's insanely good, but the fact that she does all of this is just quite incredibly powerful. Signature skill. Upon charging 100% signature skill energy, Specialty 1 inflicts 15,600 skill damage on one enemy, which is really good. Specialty 2, it inflicts 6,240% skill damage on nearby enemies, which is great, so she hits everybody. Specialty Cast 3 was Arch and Tangle. Let's see, Sword effect on all enemies, which I don't know what that does. 8th phase for 28 seconds, ignoring immunities and evasion and excluding bosses. I don't know what that one does. We're gonna try to see if it says it in her abilities. But yeah, she's all kind of stupid, by the way. Oh, okay, so it's an ultimate basically. So cool. Okay, so it says effect 1 at the very bottom. You know, the arch sword. It says effect 1, sword effect 1, critical hit effect will not be triggered. Sword effect 2, increase receive physical damage by 125% and reduce attack speed by 15%. I mean, by 10%. So that's really good. So she's all about just wrecking you no matter what. This is one of those rogues that you really want to put your time into. Like the first one that I previewed and this one, I mean, they're all good. Don't get me wrong, but these two, yeah, you definitely want to put your resources into them. It's just quite dumb. And then her physical, then this is her passive, the physical far range. It says conditional special skill, cooldown 9.1 seconds. It's the condition each time your buff is removed. Specialty 1 inflicts 1,040% skill damage on a random enemy 5 times, which is great. Specialty 2, upon entering the battlefield for the first time, uses the skill instantly, regardless of the cooldown, which is kind of insane. So basically, when she enters, like when you gotta start the fight off, she happens immediately. And I'm guessing whenever she dies, she re-enters the battlefield because she gets revived. So I'm guessing this may trigger again, maybe. That makes sense. So that can be pretty good. And then specialty 3, it says cast, it says reminisce effect on self, 8th phase for 6 seconds. You see, effect 1 cast with console effect. Effect 2 cast effect that allows you to receive 1 damage up to 5 attacks. So I kind of see why she's in PvP, but not even that. She's going to be good all around. I am definitely going to put a lot of resources into this character, like, for sure. She specializes in PvP, but this can be good for just normals, just any kind of content that you're using. Yeah, she's kind of retarded. Retarded good. It says personal passive increase STA by 42%, DEX by 42%, and physical attack by 156%, which is so good. Ally Aura increase DEX by 16% and physical attack by 62%. Specialty inflicts the same amount of damage when attacking stunned enemies, which is quite silly. Type 2 class passive, Rogue Aura 1 increase single attack by 94%, and physical attack by the same percentage, and DEX by 23%, and STA by the same percentage, which is quite powerful. Rogue Aura 2 increased skill attack by 187%. It'd be nice if it was 800. Single attack by the same percentage, physical attack by the same percentage, and additional random boss damage by 94%. Arena, League Battle, and Guild Takeover exclusive. So this is only for those, which is still very good. I mean, regardless of the matter. I mean, I'm still going to put time into her. And then last one. It says type Area League. So Area League Battle and Guild Takeover personal passive increase STA by 141%, DX by the same, and skill attack by 530. Ally Aura increase DEX by 53%, physical attack by 212%, and additional random damage by 106%. And it says specialty inflicts times 2 additional damage when attacking the attacking stunned enemy. And then you have your your third impact skill. Doing that in your own time, it'll take a long time to really break those down. And then for some reason it doesn't give me my my stuff here for some reason, but it does increase your accuracy by 33%, which is funny because she's the first character that actually has that. I don't know, I haven't went through all of them yet, but for the ones we've seen, I haven't seen that yet. So that's actually quite powerful. She increases her own accuracy. I don't know why it's not showing me this. I'll try to get back to you at some point on that. Let me know if you have this character and it's doing the same thing on the comments below. And then sword formation. It says infinity passive, personal passive, increased physical attack by 165%, skill attack by 189%, DEX by 55%, and additional random damage by 258%. Specialty 1, upon using liberated sword skill, the liberated sword effect cast on all enemies is increased to 8th phase, which is quite good. Remember, if nothing is 8th phase or higher, it can't mess with it. Specialty 2, upon using the Sword of Truth skill, the Sword of Truth effect cast on 2 enemies is increased to the 8th phase. Wow, she makes sure it's hard to get the debuffs off of you. Good lord. Type 2, Arena, League Battle, Go Takeover passive, personal personal passive. It says increased physical attack by 263%, DX by 77%, and skill attack by 362%. So my overall breakdown on her is she is quite powerful. Very, 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 very powerful. So I am definitely going to put a lot of time into this character for sure when I get the resources to do so. This is it for the rogue section. We're going to be doing probably dual warriors next for third impact. But let me tell you, she is going to be really good in PvP, but she's, in my opinion, she's good everywhere. Like, she's going to wreck faced. How her overall design is, she is going to be worth putting your time into. And keep in mind, as you invest into all of your heroes, all your heroes are going to be max level at some point. Just keep that in mind. They're going to be at max level at some point, but you have the resources to focus on solely on a small group of heroes. So if you haven't found a good rogue yet, like her and her are, like, in my opinion, the best ones. They're all good, but I think these two are probably like my top tier, in my opinion. But that is all for the video currently for this. This is the Rogue series that's finally done. The next series is going to be, yeah, we're going to do dual golders for sure. All the jewels are done. The weapons are gold. I need to get red. So my rogues are kind of ahead of the game here. My set series, I do have the right ones. I just have to put them on there just to get the second set abilities. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to get better so I can stop coughing in these videos, but I want to get them out to you guys as soon as possible. So I hope you stay tuned for, hold on one second, the next one. Did I forget somebody here? Oh, I didn't. Stay tuned for the next one.